Well, hello everyone. Once again, coming back to you from Le Castellet, France, where we have had some technical difficulties in the lobby, but we do have the correct qualifying order. I'm joined here by Bodhad, and we will guide you through the race here tonight. I feel like we've gotten the short end of the stick for the most part to these first few races. Lots of technical difficulties, but Double A is the championship leader, and he is also on pole, followed by his teammate, Katie, who's filling in from Europe, being sandwiched in P3. Perry, Nicholas, Juventus, KD, Porridge, Arbar, Fenrique, Wizard, Amram, Wing It, Matty Rabo, Swarner, Burzy, Forza Fredo, and then the two Ferraris are coming up at the rear. Can go back to the tires. I think it looks all the same that it was about 15 minutes ago when the stream crashed and everyone backed out of the lobby. So I think we should be alright now.
Yeah, we're good.
I'm gonna check. Detention is killing Two-Spell Wizard. So that is probably not the best. That's probably not what Fenrique, Amram, Wing It, Arbar want to hear, as they are the ones around him here. Nice and pent up. Think we are ready to race. Finally.
Lining up onto the grid for the second time. Let's hope that we actually get off the line this time. It's two Ferraris just driving inside each other to get the grid at the back of the field.
Yeah. Two F1 cars driving inside of each other is how you make an F2 car. People don't realize that. I will focus here, and I think we're gonna have lights. Are we gonna have lights? I don't see the lights.
There we go. I've got them up. We've got 5 lights.
There we go.
And they're out the way. So there we go. Looks like a good start from KB actually. Got
yeah.
The front guys, and B's going to try and stick his nose up there. Can he hold it on the inside? KB's going to slot in. Looks like Double A's. No, it's KB that's gone around the outside, and Bean's gotten through on Double A. So Double A losing 2 positions off the start. Now Perry's looking to get involved, and he's gotten past him as well. It looks like the rest of the field has gotten away relatively cleanly. So, bit of a poor start there from Double A in the end. KB getting a fantastic launch off the line and put himself into P1 with Bean right behind him. Double A's going to try and go down the inside, almost 3 wide onto the back straight with the 2 Red Bulls and KD. KD gets penalty cut in that corner, but yeah, fairly chaotic start there.
Yeah, a bit frantic. It's a very wide track, which is why it's very tough. You saw everybody fanning 3-4 wide out into the first couple of corners. I think KD's getting pushed a little bit by Nicholas. Waiting for everything on the left-hand side of your screen, the standings, to come back to normal, which has also been a problem here. But KB
Nicholas down the inside of Enrique, KD right behind him. This is looking like a spicy battle. KD on the softer tyres compared to Nicholas is going to want to really get past him, but Nicholas is not going to make it easy for him. Double A managed to get past Perry as well again, but he's dropped a second to Bean already, so he'll be wanting to catch back up before DRS comes in.
Yeah, going to be interesting to follow that here in the next couple of laps. Not sure if Double A is going to turn it on or not, but yeah, this middle. The mid-pack here from about 6 to 10, they are going nose to tail. This is exciting stuff. Great job from both KD and Nicholas to keep both cars on track there. Oh,
they made contact.
I think I spoke too soon. And who's that? Oh, they ghosted.
Oh, there's a McLaren around as well. That is Cos Wizard.
Oh, and that's, I think Perry also spawned once more. Oh, no, that's... Yeah, I didn't think that was gonna work, but it did for a little bit, and then it did not. And now we have, unfortunately, about 4 or 5 drivers who have lost a lot of time.
Yeah, I think Nicholas closed the door there a little bit. KD kind of threw it up the inside. Wasn't quite alongside, so I'd like to see what the stewards say about that one. I'm sure that's going to them. But yeah, other than those four, we've all gotten away fairly well. Amran and Fatal having a bit of a side to side with Nicholas wanting to bounce back. He's going to go down the side of Fatal as well.
I'm going to go back. Not sure. The Ferraris are definitely a couple of cars to track here with the hard tires, both of them.
A little bit of contact.
That's Nicholas and Amram going wheel to wheel. I just love this camera angle. Amram with a Belgian helmet. Looks like the Belgian flag. Nice job, Amram. Going back up, I think Fenrique is already up to 4th. Let's bring up the position change. Where Fenrique is up 7. Swarner is the biggest mover. Up 7 spots into P8 so far. I think these three have broken from Fenrique and Perry, who are there in 4th and 5th.
We've got a really nice train from 9th down. Porridge Power made a move on Wing It. They've got a 2.5 second gap for Swanner ahead on the hard tyres, mind you. It's Bean and KV going side by things, and Bean will take the lead of the race.
Great move from Bean.
So great start from Bean. Yeah, fantastic.
I want to see
that mid-pack start getting really spicy as well. Keep an eye on that battle.
Yeah, I want to see if KV is going to make another move into this double right here. And I think Bean has sealed him off quite well.
Good defense there.
Is pretty much everyone through the field. Everyone is within a second of the guy ahead, outside of
nearly
the.
3 wide in double right-hander here. Sorry to cut you off there. Matty Robbo, Wing It, and now Nicholas trying to get involved as well. This is a really tasty battle pack. Nicholas trying to take a wide line for a straighter exit. He's
a little bit of kick, yeah.
Yeah, it's worth mentioning Swarner and P8 on the hards as well. So he's made a very good start. Just staying away from the chaos that ensued in front of him.
Yeah, I think definitely have a couple of gruppettos here. Look at this, is KD gets a better launch off of the final corner in comparative to Fatal. And Fatal's going to come back with DRS now. These guys are all they are all over each other. Look at these, look at the splits, look at the intervals between pretty much everyone.
Lopez and Amran side by side as well now. These guys just really shuffle themselves around. Amran might throw it down the inside. He will, and he tacks back a Lopez.
Oh, we've seen that.
A bit reckless there. Fatal takes a penalty, but Amran has lost out not just to Lopez but also to KD. And he's going to be under pressure from 2 guys behind him who are going side by side still. Berzi wanting to get involved. Fatal, of course, on the hard tyres. Yeah, absolutely chaotic. Slightly up ahead. Nicholas just got Wing It as well.
I'm going to bounce back up front as KV again is going to try with his teammate for the week alongside it, and Bean is sealing them off into that double right-hander. This is
got a good run here.
Yeah, this is extraordinary.
Yeah, we've got fighting all up and down the field. Let's hope it stays this way for the direction of the race. It's the kind of racing we want to see. These 3 nice and close together. Bean might be under threat from not just 1 but 2 Williams here. Not using his battery. KV has used a little bit more. He's going to look around the outside. And he's running to the back of him slightly, so Bean put his car in the right spot, and Double A is probably going to get his teammate on the run here, as KV kind of got caught up behind Bean's sandwich, so Double A will take P2 from his teammate. Pretty important there, I think, so Double A can resume his race to P1, not letting Bean run away. KV's got some really good pace though, but this battling's allowed Fenrique and Perry and Arbar to catch right back up to them, so they've put them, well not quite Arbar yet, but Fenrique and Perry. They've really caught this train now, so it's a 5-way fight for lead now.
Absolutely, and I think Fenrique started this after the first lap. He's about 4 seconds behind, or 2 seconds behind, and now he is right on the tail of KV for P3, and Perry is not too far off either. I think Fenrique might make a move here in that slipstream. Depends on how much downforce these cars have, but
Robert's like that again. Nicholas has just gone past him, so that's unfortunate for the European driver. I think Fatal's just picked up a second time penalty, so really pushing the limits of the track. It's going to be important towards the end of the race.
Yep.
Obviously we've seen not just last night but a couple of other races this week. Penalties playing a bit of a factor for the final results. As Fenrique and KV going side by side, and Fenrique's got the move done, as well as Bean and Double A side by side as well. Oh, Double A's coming to the pits, that's why. So very early pit stop.
Yeah, undercut from Double A. It's going to be intriguing to see what tires he throws on. Is it going to be mediums? Is it going to be hards?
I don't think he'll make the end on hards. My guess would be mediums. We'll have to wait and see what the graphic will show us. It will be mediums, so it'll be a two-stop strategy for Double A. Making the call early, not trying to save the tyres at all. So have to see what his progress is like.
Yeah, and that was
P17, but lots of traffic in front of him as well.
That was frenetic from Double A. I wonder if that's going to end up working in how Bean and Fenrique and KV now are all going to respond to that, if they're going to put on mediums or if they're going to try to stretch these softs past the duration of their life, because these guys were racing they were racing quite hard there in the first few laps. We go on board of, I believe Lopez is lining up a move on KD
as well. If you want to throw those up.
Yep, my bad. I just wanted to see.
They picks up a penalty while you do that as well. So these front guys also just trying to push it.
Yeah, there was just there's a lot going on there. I want to see. Wanted to see what the positions were like. Oh man, let's go side by side again. Lopez up into P11. I just want to see where the tires were. And I think Fenrique and Bean are in. KV and Perry the dog still out there on the softs. Juvenis as well in P4. All on softs. I think they might be able to make it one more lap. I can't imagine them going any further than this.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I'll check the tyre wear on our trusted telemetry. Kind of in the 50s, so maybe 2 more laps if you really want on the softs, but you wouldn't want to be doing any more than that because you're just going to be losing time.
Yeah.
Looks like the Juventus and Swanner are having a bit of a scuffle now. Swanner now to P5 on those hard tyres. Juventus weaving all over the place. He's made 2 moves, so he can't move again. Swanner's going to dive down the inside. Can he get it stopped? He can. So I think this is kind of showing that the soft tyres are not prime again. The hard running Swanner have been able to get him. Looks like Wizard lagged out at some point as well. So there's Europeans not having the best of times connecting to this lobby. But yeah, this Swanner now to P4 and Arbar into P3 on the mediums as well as one to watch. So those guys will only be doing 1 stop. Assuming we don't get any safety cars or anything like that. So they're in a really good position now on track as well as with the strategy. I saw those guys who pit come right back down the field. Fenrique, Double A, all kind of filtering into the bottom 5 spots as Juventus and KV will come to the pits now as well.
I feel like we say it every week as KV is now in the pits. Perry trying to stretch it 1 more lap, going for a big ol' overcut here. I think we say it every week where Arbar is always very silent, but he always ends up in the right position at the end of the day. Up to P2 at the moment is, I believe we got a couple more pitters. Down here is, oh no, I think that's Porch Powers lost it in turn 1.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Staying out in old softs.
Yeah, saved it, but it's going to be quite the trek to get back around this track into the pit lane. And as I mentioned earlier, I think these Ferraris, you're going to have to keep an eye on them, where you've got Lopez back up to P6 and Fatal in P10 from the very back of the grid, 18th and 19th respectively.
Having a nice side by side here, Wingit and Lopez.
Yeah, Lopez and Wingit getting after. Wingit's going to jump back in that slipstream. Not sure if he's going to make a move into the corner. Oh boy, and Wingit just oh, man alive. Can he make it?
Giving each each other nice room.
Yeah, I think Wing's gonna
cut back.
Yep. Not quite. Yeah, good defense from Lopez. Double A has now creeped up on these guys, and I think Double A is going to probably pass these guys quickly with the fresh mediums. As yeah, Perry has pit. He's putting on the hards. Lap 9, I think, was his magic number to put these hards on. Try to make it a one-stop race. In difference to the rest of the lead pack who threw on mediums. KV also on the hards, should mention, as he is making a move around. I believe that is Burzy for
yeah,
P10.
I think it is Burzy. At the same time, Double A's managed to get Wing It in the first sector too, so real big train here behind Lopez now. These guys all haven't pit except for the Renault of Wing It. He'll be falling back a bit, but yeah, these guys starting to get real racy. You've got Fenrique and Bean right in the back of this train. They're going to be wanting to make moves as soon as possible. Lots and lots of time penalties falling through already. We've already got a couple of guys on 9 seconds and 6 seconds.
Oh, look at this train going into... These guys back here are getting after it. This is the Red Bull of Fenrique on the back of both Wing It and Bean. I think that was Bean went a little wide. Yeah, I think Bean went a little wide. Open the door, but I think he should be. Oh, and now he's trying to make the move on Wing It. A little bit of contact. That's going to be how Fenrique gets by. Yeah, but these guys are taking no prisoners here in in the first 10 laps of this French Grand Prix.
Double A gets great traction out of that corner and makes move on Lopez on those hards. At Double A on those fresh mediums will be a lot quicker at this stage of the race. If Lopez can stick to this train though, then he is in a fantastic position.
Yeah.
Come the end of the race. You've got to gain a bit of time back on some softer tyres while these guys struggle. These guys are effectively on the same strategy now because they'll all come in for a bit more mediums. So Lopez has really launched himself up the field, of course, having started right at the back as he picks up a 3-second time penalty. So this is effectively 4th position now with Lopez and the guys in front and behind him.
Yeah, and this train is it is about 8 seconds off of the top 3 of R-Bar, Swarner, and Nicholas, but they all have to pit to cycle through. I think Double A has. He is the leader, technically, at the moment, as we see the train.
Well, I'm not so sure about that either, because everyone is going to have to pit one more time. So, I mean, he'll have the advantage because Nicholas and Arba will have to pit for hards and he'll be on the mediums. But it's a pretty straight race because I think everyone in the field, with the exception of Perry, is going to have to pit again, and Juventus, and then the bottom 2. Every single other car's going to have to pit. Swanner and Nicholas going side by side.
Yeah, we got some great action there. Swanner with the double down. And I think Nicholas isn't going to let him get it. Oh, and there goes Swarner. Yeah, there goes Swarner.
It didn't look like too much contact, but just at the wrong point, just over that little crest there.
I think we have seen that exact scenario play out about 5 times already here today. 2 guys going after it, and now Double A is gonna be all over the back of Swarner. I think he is in DRS range.
Yeah, it's probably not quite close enough. He's got pretty much no overtake, so he's really been pushing. Likewise, a lot of these guys. If Fenrique is going to coast by Lopez, Lopez not really fighting it too hard.
Yeah.
At this stage of the race, Double A got a really good run through that chicane and on the exit there, so we might see a move into one of these fast sector 3 corners. He's right at the back, closing and closing. Is he close enough to throw a nose? Probably not quite. Oh no, he's going to send it. He's going to absolutely lick the stamp and send it, and he's made that move. Wow. So that's a strong move.
That is, yeah.
I would say lick the stamp.
Yeah, just absolutely go for it. I mean, I think Double A knows that right now his pace, that moves like that will get the win for him later on.
Yeah, that's a championship leader's move, isn't it?
Yeah.
Showing full confidence.
His Arbar has pit. Well. Yeah, Arbar's pit. I believe we're going to see him throw on a fresh set of mediums to take them for the rest of the race. Oh, they're hards. Oh.
Yeah. Medium hard.
I'm looking at this. Oh, yeah. Alright, so I was looking at the screen. I forgot Mercedes has the highest pit box.
Yeah.
Being back here, still at the back of this train, Lopez is locking up a lot. I think these hards probably don't have a whole lot left in them. And I would expect him to probably make a move here with DRS. There he is.
Yeah, we should see the hard riders in within the next 2, 3, 4 laps, but Lopez is just going to have to stick it out. Obviously just falling through the field at this point with the guys around him on fresh mediums, but it will be, he just has to keep in there because it will be totally even game come the next round of pit stops. Everyone will put their mediums on and bolt at the end. So Lopez just needs to stick on the back. He's lost out pretty much track position to all these guys now. So Enrique and Swarner now, start to struggle a bit. Having that spin, that's not going to help the tyre wear on those hards. Another guy who's going to have to grit it out for another 2, 3, 4 laps before pitting. Probably lap 15, lap 16.
Yeah,
that
would be, I think 15 or 16 is typically what Jeff suggests if you're doing this alternate strategy. I think Swarner did pretty well for himself to not lose more spots here, although he has lost a considerable amount of time. As I think Nicholas has also pit, and there's a Renault in the background as well. I think that's Wing It.
Yep, and Bertie's also coming in this lap, so all three of them will put on fresh hards and go to the end.
We're just going to have to see how this shakes out. All kinds of different strategies at the moment. God forbid there's a safety car at some point. That would be even more confusing.
I want to see how these, these guys converge at the end of the race.
Yeah, these guys are absolutely...
Usually we're playing for safety cars for action, but not this time.
Yeah.
Going to make a corner as well, on that.
Easy as you like it. Easy as you like it for being on the fresh mediums. Or fresher 6 laps are probably still in their prime. But yeah, I think Fenrique, if anybody, he's probably in. He has really played his cards right all day today, and you usually see him.
Perry and Arbar giving each other a bit of a shove, by the way. Sorry to cut in there, but there's a little bit of wheel banging on the exit there. This is for possibly a podium. These guys doing the one-spot strategy. Yeah, both of them kind of just running inside each other as Nicholas is going to throw the nose in as well.
Jeez Louise. Where did he come from?
Perry, and suddenly the Red Bull appeared. Now Fatal's gone wide and Nicholas is going to get another position. Bit more contact. Oh, Perry loses it on the exit by himself, but in front of him it's all kicking off. Fatal trying to desperately hold on as Nicholas runs into the back of him. That could very well be yellow front wing damage.
Arbar out here capitalizing the entire way through.
Yeah, just kept it tight on the inside, but I wouldn't be surprised if Nicholas got a bit of front wing damage. I'm going to check that, because I know yellow damage doesn't always appear visually. He does. He's got 38% damage on the front left end plate as displayed by our telemetry, so that's massive. Nicholas probably inconsistent to the race win.
Tough break.
He's now got 14 laps to do. Yeah, with damage.
And he's got Fatal, Perry. I mean, really, so many drivers. Pretty much go back to P13 with Wing It. He has it's a lot of guys that should be able to make up ground with that decrease in downforce. As Fenrique is up here challenging Double A. Fenrique with 1 lap older tires. They go side by side. Double A might have the preferred line. Oh, but Fenrique gets a great drive out of the second part of that right-hander. I think this is going to be something to watch here. Oh, it certainly is. Is Fenrique, I believe. I think Fenrique and Double A made contact, and then Double A went straight into the pits.
And he picked up 5 seconds, as well, I noticed.
Yeah, speeding in the pit lane. And now Bean Bean has reemerged in P1. This is just some action from Fenrique. I think, was it Fenrique? I think he is clean. No damage on Fenrique. At least
I can check that.
At least from my point of view, just looking at his car, aesthetically, it looks fine. I think yeah, Double A definitely got the short end of the stick there. I'm not sure what happened there. I think Double A might have just put it a little too deep into that final complex, but Bean here has come out on top, where I didn't even think he was a viable candidate, but it looks like Bean is probably in some of the best, probably the best position he's found in the past 2 seasons to win a race.
Yeah, it's a really interesting phase of the race. A couple of things to point out and pay attention to. Nicholas set the fastest last lap with that front wing damage. He's got massive pace. He's trying to chase down Katie, which could be the effective lead of the race with these guys pitting again. I think everyone in front of them does have to pit again as Fenrique and Swarner both come in. Also, Arbar did make a front wing change in his pit stop, which is why he dropped off the back of that top 3 group a little bit in that sequence. He was right with Swarner and stuff, but he, obviously had to change that front wing and has dropped back into the clutches of these guys, who are in a nice little spicy battle. So I actually reckon KB and, well, I was going to say KB and Nicholas, but Nicholas with that damage, KB could be in contention for a race win. Because Double A has pit again, he's come in and put hards on, so he's gone soft, medium, hard, and he'll go to the end, but he's down in P11 with traffic in front of him, and obviously that traffic being quite aggressive and frenetic, just trying to sort each other out. So KB is actually in a fantastic position, and Arvar could be on for a really good result as he catches Nicholas with that damage too. So we'll have to see how much pace Nicholas can hold.
Fenrique and KD here, and as Fenrique kind of gets the elbows out on KD for P8. Fenrique just did pit 4 fresh mediums to complete that 2-stop. Yeah,
I'm a bit puzzled by Double A actually, going soft, medium, hard. Obviously he pit far too early on that first stint to make soft, medium work. As Katie loses the back end and he's lost out to Swarmer. I was just riding on board and he just got a bit tail happy on the exit of the chicane there.
Yeah, this is extremely this is very interesting. It's Fatal and Perry are going side by side. Lopez has found himself up into P2. He's in the pits at the moment, as is the race leader, Bean, up there. See where they come out. See where Bean comes out first. Not sure if he is doing anything aside from just switching back to the mediums. Is Lopez on mediums as well. Same strategy here. Bean is ahead as we see all these guys coming forward, and he's going to come out right next to Swarner.
Yeah, it's just up ahead. They're going side by side too. Enrique making a move from Fatal having not pit yet. He's going to put on mediums, or maybe he might even be holding out for softs if he missed out another 1 or 2 laps. But yeah, look at the pace that Bean and Swarner have. They've already caught the back of Fatal. Fatal's going to lose out a couple of positions here. As up ahead, Fenrique always weaving all over the shot to get past Perry, so 2 battles to keep an eye on here.
Yeah.
Bean's going to send it into the behind, gets the move done on Fatal. Swarner's going to want to follow him through, but he can't quite do it yet. Gets a bit caught up behind him. I'm not sure if he tagged the back of him slightly, but he'll get the run out of the chicane. So Fatal losing 2 positions there as well, having not pit yet. So I would expect to see him in either now for mediums or in 2 laps time perhaps for softs. I'll check his tyre, where his tyres. His telemetry is not public to us, so we can't help you there, unfortunately. But I'm expecting to see Fatal in soon. If we get a safety car though, for the next 1 or 2 laps, that could really help Fatal. Boost himself up from last to a point playing position, as he's going to go straight into the pits. Well, not quite straight into the pits, but
3 seconds.
A long way there.
Yeah, Bean just got another 3-second penalty. I think he has, is it 6 or 9 seconds now? Unfortunately,
I can let you know.
Katie, Double A, and Fatal. Fatal is pitting finally on those mediums. Not sure. I think Lopez has found himself in a pretty solid spot. His teammate.
Yeah, on this telemetry, our standings are all over the shot, kind of like how it started the race when our left-hand menu is all over the shot. So I'm gonna have to do some manual searching now.
All right.
Bean's just got the 3 seconds according to this at the moment.
Okay. That's good.
Nicholas also has 3. And I believe KB also has... No, that's the other Williams. Double A has 3. I'll see if I can find KB. Doing a bit of manual scouring through this list here, because they're all out of order. Oh no, Double A's clean and KB's got 3, so I'm really not sure what's happening with this. Just the game not quite behaving itself in delivering us our telemetry, but we'll do our best. A couple of guys have massive penalties. Juventus is 18 seconds.
Oof.
Which is quite incredible, actually.
It's a lot. That's a lot. But I think the main thing to watch here is Nicholas. I think he cut about a second out there, so I was just riding along with KV in the lead. I think Nicholas's softs might actually catapult him at least into striking distance of KV here, but KV does look like the favorite at the moment with everything kind of shaking out. Just good news from KV. Good for him. Just to come in as we've got Lopez and Perry now duking it out. Followed close behind by KD and Double A.
Yeah, looking like a spicy little fight there. Lopez also take a position on Perry.
Yeah.
But yeah, the race is far from over. Double A gets moved on KD, but he's down in P9s. He's only got 8 laps left to make up all that ground. So it looks like the 2-stop has not been the way to go for Double A. He's kind of bent his pace because he's a long way off the lead.
I think
where his teammate was, they were pretty much even.
Is that Katie on the inside there? Yeah, I think Double A really with that contact he had with Fenrique going straight to the pits. I mean that really I think compromised the race in general for him, unfortunately, for our championship leader. But nonetheless, Perry and Lopez. I think Perry's in the pits. Lopez has made it up to P7. Bean is within very close striking range of Fenrique for P4.
I think Perry put on some fresh softs. He also get wing change actually, so he's had damage somewhere too. So that's not great for Perry, who's looking like a top 5 was on the cards. But not anymore. He'll drop right down to the bottom 5, not lower.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for Perry, but he might get the fastest lap. At least as Bean is looking at Fenrique. I don't think that he can quite touch him yet. As Fenrique with another pretty interesting drive. But I mean, how about our bar? I mean, we never talk about our bar, and he's always in like the top 4. He just always ends up in the top 3, top 4.
Yeah, he just goes about his business, keeps his nose clean, usually gets the strategy bang on. So another fantastic race over half of Arbar. He's got a 4-second gap behind him, Fenrique, so he looks set to hold on to that podium.
Absolutely.
I don't think he's got an incredible amount of penalties either, so... Oh, actually, according to this, he's got 9, but I don't know if I can trust this website. I think I'm just going to check them manually right now.
Before this, I do want to see if Bean can catch Fenrique. It doesn't look like it's going to happen on the main straight. Back here, we got Burzy trying to catch Matty Rabo, one of the Europeans. Here is KD, his pit. I think he is throwing on some softs as well.
I think I've got a problem. So the names are all wrong, but the positions are right. So KB has no penalties. Nicholas has 1 penalty, so 3 seconds. Arbar's got 6 seconds. Fenrique has 3 seconds, and Bean has 6 seconds. So that's the top 5, and then Swarner behind is clean as well. So Swarner's looking like he could jump a couple of positions.
Yeah.
So that's the current penalty situation.
Interesting. On the Twitch stream.
Right.
It is. On the Twitch stream, we have the Stig saying hi. Shout out to the Stig.
What's your real identity, mate? Or is that still a mystery?
What was his name? Perry McCarthy? I forget which one. Something like that. Bean Sandwich. Still roping in Fenrique. I thought Fenrique might be able to break this gap. But he has not done so thus far. Bean is staying within an arm's reach of him, as Fenrique also has been using a lot more ERS. I think this is probably the battle to watch here, as Bean is just flaring out to the inside to let Fenrique know, hey dude, I am here. A little bit further down in the field, we got Matty, Robbo, Burzy are all pretty close. I think Perry and KD, the last two entrants onto pit lane, I would assume, for the day. Throw on softs. They're fighting it out as well, but I'm not sure if they're going to be able to make it back into the points, as Perry does put in the fastest lap. Yeah. Perry does put in the fastest lap, and Nicholas has clawed that. He has clawed back about 3 seconds here in the past couple of laps. Down under 4, or somewhere around 4 for KV, or at least 2 KV. I think he might be able to get into distance. He might be able to get there before the end of this race.
Yeah, I'll just clarify what I was saying before with Nicholas's wing damage. I think the telemetry was a bit jumbled up there as well. I think it was someone else, so I'm pretty sure Nicholas is clean on damage. He does have that 3-second time penalty though, so he's going to have to catch KV and hope that KV either picks up the penalty or he can just put on some rocket boosters on the back of that car and shoot away. So it's going to be a real challenge. He's going to have to get pretty much a 7-second advantage to win this race in the last 5 laps.
Yeah, definitely. But with how finicky the corner cutting rules are, I mean, it could be KV making one little mistake here, and he could get 3 seconds as well, kind of even the playing field. Though
he does have 2 warnings.
Yeah, that's probably not super likely. I think KV is probably taking his time at the moment, which is why you're probably seeing the gap dwindle. But he is one step away from making this a crazy race, which it already has been. I mean, this has been fantastic. Just no rain tonight, but it's been a great race. I think
we've had close racing up and down the field, haven't we?
Yeah,
it's been good to see.
And the multitude of strategy options and so forth. Great stuff.
Cosmos has just made up 2 spots, and Juventus who's lost 2, I think, as well, down from P11, so nearly the points. If these guys are clean on penalties, then it could be points. Almost being very wide down the back straight there, so it's not just at the front where they're having a scuffle. Perry and KD also have been switching positions a tiny bit as well. Kind of fighting for a little bit of pride there, both kind of having to make extra stops to what they would have wanted and not being in the position they would have expected themselves to be in. Perry will swoop around the outside of KD again. He's in charge to throw the nose up. Gap at the front's only 2.9 seconds now, so slowly but surely Nicholas is catching KV as well, and then Fenrique right in the back of Arbar too. These Fenrique and Bean have slowly been catching Arbar, so Arbar's tyres are starting to get a little bit slidey. Fenrique on the fresher mediums. It's probably going to make a move down here, so I'll ride on board.
Yeah, we are.
Open DRS. Arbar goes half off the track on the left, obviously not giving up the inside line. He's moved back, so he can't move again now. Fenrique will dive down the inside. Arbar will outbrake him on those hard tyres, so great job there from Arbar.
But can he keep it up? Is he going to be able to keep this up for 3 more laps? I'm not entirely sure. is...
Arbar's got more battery. He's used it well. He's defending now with it. Fenrique's almost out of battery. So Arbar's doing everything he needs to do. Or as he cuts that corner slightly, that'll be a warning.
Wow.
But he does stay in front. Great defense there. Fantastic. Obviously with faster guys behind.
Yeah, absolutely. Weber Defense Academy. Pretty solid. Pretty solid stuff from Arbar. I just do not think he's going to keep both these guys behind him for the next.
Yeah, well, Fenrique's got one less penalty that Bean's even with him. So if Arbar can keep Bean behind him, then he will finish in front at the finish line.
Yeah,
Swanner's lagged out in P6. Let's hope he gets back in, or the AI is set hard, because Swanner's had a fantastic race as well. That's disappointing for the AlphaTauri driver.
Yep. I think these guys are probably... Yeah, he's back in. I'm not sure what happened to his internet. He obviously... he had that problem last year. But I think he had, for the most part, sorted out the internet problems. As we're going to go back down the main straight, I think, yeah, Lopez gets by Swanner. Or at least his AI, and he leaves again. But Fenrique...
and Arbar.
Goodness gracious. That is some...
well to save that.
Yeah.
Done very, very well to save that.
I thought he was gone. That is great car control from Fenrique, and Arbar is not going to let anybody get past him here.
11 up the ping.
So going side by side.
Arbar might squeeze him out. No, he's gone for an over and under. But Arbar again put his car in the right place. Enrique, can he get a run out of here? Bean Sandwich has probably got the best view in the house for this battle. But yeah, Arbar solid again. He's got 2 more laps to keep these guys behind. He's going to want to finish P3 on track, even if he doesn't hold it at the end of the race. So still a lot to play for. Actually, Bean gets the best run out of there. Yeah. So Enrique might be under pressure. On board with Bean. Enrique's going to squeeze him right to the right-hand side, but Bean's going to get the run. Can he get Arbar too? Arbar's coasting. You can't quite, but Bean will get past Enrique's. Now Arbar's got to really watch out, because these two are even on penalties. This is the genuine position. Enrique's back down the inside as well, though. He's going to send it. A little bit more contact. He's going to run Bean off the track a little bit on the inside.
Oh, Lord.
Bean won't appreciate that. He'll be wanting to get that position back. But Enrique is ahead.
Yeah, that is some hardcore defending in this little gruppetto. I think Bean's probably going to try to make bar. I think Bean might have just gone a little too deep.
Towards the end of these straights.
I think Fenrique might have made him do it. Yeah, these guys are just absolutely going after it. See how it plays out around here. Yeah, Bean's gonna have to file back in. Yeah, in like the entire time, Arbar is not capitalizing on the opportunity. I just don't think he has much life left in those hards. He might be able to...
Nicholas and Cavey as well. Keep an eye on that for the lead. Nicholas has caught up to Cavey. He's gone down the inside now to turn 1.
We have missed...
Cavey must have made a bit of a mistake there.
Yeah,
Nicholas has absolutely coasted up the back and he's made the move, but Nicholas does have that... Actually, I can't even say that. Cavey's picked up a 3-second penalty, so this is genuine. This is a fight.
Yeah, I think this is going to be interesting. 1 lap, though.
So I reckon Cavey's made a mistake and maybe picked up a warning in doing so, because I didn't really notice him drop down the field too far with the gaps, but Nicholas has now gotten P1 and is looking to hold it.
But I think Cavey here making a move.
Or he thinks a bit better of it there. Absolutely no errors to play with. Nicholas likewise. Behind them, Fenrique beaten Arbar. I think you're going to hold position. None of them close enough to make another move. But yeah, 2 battles to keep an eye on as we're coming through the final sector now. Last lap.
To keep up with all this, I think Fenrique is going to launch 1 last move on Arbar into this double right-hander.
Ooh, Arbar on the inside, Frank on the outside. Who's going to get better traction?
Oh.
More wheel
no, and that is Arbar in the wall.
No, he's kept his wheels on, but he's got major damage, and that is a podium potentially gone. So that's a real shame, as Nicholas will come across the line.
Yeah.
P1.
Yeah, Nicholas crossed the line. He has won on track for the past 2 weeks. Well done to Nicholas. They're in an exquisite battle, pretty much from start to finish. That's one of the more enjoyable races I think I've watched in the past couple of years. But well done to Nicholas. KV in second, Fenrique in third. I think there might be a few stewards' decisions after this. But Bean in P4, Lopez P5, coming all the way up from P18. Double A in 6, probably not going to be too thrilled with that. R-Bar P7, speaking about people that are probably unhappy. I think he's going to be one of them. Wing It in P8, so a good, decent amount of points for Wing It. Matty Robbo in P9, Swarner P10. That will...
as well, so he's not going to be classed as a finisher, even though his car's actually across the line, so... not fantastic. Yeah, there. So, Amran and Porridge are going to get a position on him, and Fates will finish P18.
How about that? Oh, that was a whale of a fucking race. Goodness gracious, I just cussed. But that was a whale of a race. That was something. So many different strategies. I think in the first part of the broadcast we probably brought up just the multitude of strategies, and I think that definitely proved it. That was wild.
Yeah, fantastic race there. Yeah, good chunk from our reserve driver as well, KB, getting that podium. But it is Nicholas who will take second win in a row now. And it's a double Red Bull podium in the end as well, with Enrique getting off there.
Yeah, right, and KV, should mention, with the Michael Schumacher face scan. But yeah, well done, Nicholas, the Canadian. 2 wins here in succession. Great job from him. Yeah, just a great job from him. KV in P2, Fenrique P3. Interesting podium. I think there are going to be a lot of drivers not too thrilled about how this has all gone down. But, I mean, it's quite enjoyable to watch. Can't lie.
Yeah, it was a fun race. Up and down the field, you had fighting for pretty much the entire duration. A lot of the time you get kind of good half races and then it kind of dies away a bit, but this one was not. But you had some fantastic battling the entirety of the race, not just for the podium, but also for the bottom points and further down as well. So, superb race there with Nicholas, KB and Fenrique, who will take out the podiums. The rest of the points, I believe, were Bean, Lopez, Double A, R-Bar, Wing It, Matty Robbo and Warner. So good races from those guys. A few unfortunate races for some people, but I mean that's what it is sometimes. But that has been a thrilling race at France.
I think we're seeing a lot of pace throughout the field, whether you are able to capitalize on that or not. I think most of this field they can win on any given day, pretty much. So that is something to keep an eye on. Do you know where we're at next week by chance? What's up your head?
I can check it for you right now. We will be at Brazil.
Oh, wonderful. Interlagos. Do you think are we going to be able to get anyone? Maybe just Nicholas, or is KV on mic? Get these guys in for a commentator session or an interview.
You check the message.
Oh. Thank you, Codemasters, for 9,700 Bitcoin. Not really sure what to do with that.
Alright, we'll send out some invites.
Yeah. Try to make it happen, but if not, not a big deal. That was a great race. That was a lot of fun to watch. Start to finish. Didn't need rain this time. Or safety cars. That was just a lot of things going on at the same time. I didn't even see... I had gotten lost watching the battle between P3 and P5 with Fenrique and Bean and Arbar, and I didn't even notice how much Nicholas had closed on KV. Not sure if he spun or if something happened to him, but yeah, that was.
Hi guys.
Fenrique.
Hey.
Alright, all three have invites, so we'll just have to wait a couple of moments for them to join, and then we can get on with our interviews.
So everyone in the comments, actually looking at Discord right now, everyone in the comments, if you want to let us know who you think was the driver of the day, we will be sure to communicate that as we wait. That was something.
We'll just shoot a message to Nicholas, and I think we'll be good to go.
Nicholas didn't have microphone, I think.
Yeah, usually I kind of just yell at him over Discord. That seems to work. So
okay. Yeah.
I'll see if we can get that to go. Sorry, just give me 10 seconds. Alright, I think we're good to go. So yeah, after a pretty wild race actually, we'll start off with P3, Fenrique. Wasn't easy for you, but you've ended up on the podium. Yeah, walk us through the race from your perspective.
It was a pretty hard race. I didn't want to start with the softs because the two stop strategies make you waste a lot of time. But in the first lap I up 5 or 6 position and makes me feel better. And at the final I was pretty comfortable because Arbor had a penalty 6 seconds I think, and Bean too. So yeah, I was in the podium in the last 2 laps.
Yeah, we obviously saw you weren't just going to give up those positions anyway. You would have wanted to finish P3 on track. And yeah, nice little battle there at the end with Arbar and Bean. Ended up having a bit of contact at the end, which spun Arbar out. What's your take on that one? We saw you both kind of squeezing each other in the lead up to that.
Yeah, I was completely off the track, I think, in my perspective, and he just tried and squeeze me more, and it is that, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit unfortunate that there was a bit of contact, but I mean, you probably would have had P3 anyway, so...
Yeah, shame for him, unfortunately.
Yeah, it is unfortunate. He was on track for a solid P4.
Yeah.
You've come out on top of that, so we have to give you some congratulations as well. It wasn't easy for you, but you managed to get yourself up to P3, so super drive there. Yeah, well done. And you've got a home race next week as well at Brazil, so we'll be looking at you, keeping an eye on the result. Yeah. Anyway, we'll move on to P2. KB, mic check.
Evening.
Fantastic.
How's it going, guys?
Shared and stuff. So everyone on stream can hear. Filling in, you've ended up on the podium.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I'm really tired. It's 3:30 in the morning, and I just thought, you know what? I thought, screw it. I thought I'd join. And yeah, I did the exact same strategy that I won in the tier 2 the other day, and it almost paid off, but I completely bottled it. We're getting a penalty with Nicholas, but Nicholas is on. He's rapid. It was the first time I've raced with him, and he's I knew I had to keep pushing, and but hey, I'll take it for an AM1 debut.
Yeah. So did you make a little mistake there? Because we saw that gap drop from like the 3-4 seconds right down really quickly in a matter of a couple of laps, and obviously you got a penalty as well. So what happened there? Was it just pace, or did you make a mistake there?
Yeah, I think it was just tyres just dropped off. You get to about 3-4 laps left, and they just completely die. But I was using so much ERS and fuel mix as well, which probably weren't helping. So
yeah. No, fair enough. We obviously saw you qualify really well, and I'm a bit surprised that more people didn't go for that one-stop strategy, because we saw your teammate had just as much pace, if not more, than yourself, being the championship leader. But he just got caught up in traffic trying to two-stop it. So obviously the one-stop was the way to go.
Yeah, 100%. I think if you're doing a two-stop, you need to bank on a safety car really to really make it work, because the gaps are close to the leaders that do a one-stop is way too much around France. So that was my thinking, and I knew the likes of Bean Sandwich, obviously my teammate tonight, and I just, not in a bad way, I knew that they wouldn't be able to catch up to me, except for obviously Nicholas, who I think started mediums, didn't he? That's probably why he had a really good stop. Good end to the stint. So. But yeah, I'm shattered. But thank you for having me there. It was a pleasure to race in this tier. I'm really impressed with some of the guys in there. You like Enrique and a few other guys are really quick. It's good to see.
Yeah. No, it's great to have you on board tonight. Showed what you can do, and got a fantastic result for your team. In the place of your teammate who had a bit of a poor one, so holding the Williams flag for tonight, that's what we want to see. So congratulations again on a podium in your American debut.
Cheers, man. Thank you.
Alright, we'll move on to Nicholas. I'm going to get this Discord thing up and running, and hopefully everyone can hear him. Just mute my other tabs so you don't hear everything 3 times like you are now. Alright. Let's ding. Let's test that. Can you hear me, mate?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Alright, is that coming through, lads?
Yeah, I can hear it.
For sure.
Fantastic. Alright, Nicholas, 2 in a row after a massive kind of drought of wins. Finishing P2s, P3s, you've now got 2 wins in a row, so that must feel great.
Yeah, that was really an enjoyable race. I couldn't believe how close it got at the end. It was really stressful because I didn't know he had a 3-second penalty, and then on the back straight, because he hadn't before for the first 2 laps before that. So I checked with the engineer how many penalties he had. And he had one on the last lap, so he said my heart rate just went through the roof when that happened, because I knew it was going to win.
Yeah, we saw you kind of really close that gap while we were worrying about the battle for P3. KB just mentioning that his tyres were starting to really drop off, and we did notice that he was clean on penalties until the last couple of laps, so it was a bit of a surprise when we saw not just you two going side by side, but also it just being a straight fight on penalties. So you must be rapt to have closed that gap, obviously KB being really quick that race, and then to get past him and hold on to the win. Good last stint.
Thank you. Yeah, it was a tough race, because after the first lap, I'm not really, or not first lap, but third lap, I'm not entirely sure what happened. I think both me and KD, or the racing point, I think it was KD, could have done things differently, but I wasn't expecting that after the first lap, and it just felt great to come back. And then obviously my hard tyres were a lot fresher than KD's were, which helped me catch back up to him, and then on the last lap get him.
Yeah, that medium to hard, definitely the preferred strategy. KB's done well to make the soft to hard work, but I mean, the extra lap in your tyres has ultimately helped you get that win. And it's a double Red Bull podium, I might mention as well, for you and Enrique, so that's good for the constructors.
Yeah, he's driving really well, Enrique. We were practicing earlier, and he was really pushing me to the limits there. It was really close between us. Just unfortunate that he had to start on the softs.
Yeah. Anyway, we might leave it there. Congratulations on another win, and we will catch you next week in Brazil. We'll see if you can make it free on the trot, or if your fiery teammate at home is going to be able to topple your little run of momentum here. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, congratulations on your second consecutive win, well and truly in the championship fight. So superb job the last few weeks.
Thank you. Yeah, Fenrique will definitely be tough to beat. He's tough to beat everywhere. The coming draft will be even harder.
Yeah, there you go. Respect between both fierce competitors, but also teammates in that Red Bull seat. So yeah, super job there from the three of you. Kitten, anything to add?
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna close it out by saying, great job from Nicholas, Fenrique. Red Bulls look the class of the field at the moment, and also KV for coming in at the last second to fill in. P2 isn't too bad for that, but we will see you guys next week at Interlagos in Sao Paulo for round 5 of the of season 6 here for COS. Fantastic race. Well done to everybody on the podium, and pretty much everybody in the race. It was very exciting, but nonetheless, everybody have a great weekend. We will see you on the other side.